Hello, starting with this video, we shall take much more time for solving puzzles. We shall start to create a mindset for a beginner how to solve, and we shall always ask the same questions. Uh, is our king in danger? Is opponent king in danger? Also for other pieces. We shall always start with the most valuable piece, and I think that the king is the most valuable piece, because when king is checkmated, it's over. So we first must secure that our king is safe, and if opponent king is not safe, to punish it. So ideally to checkmate the opponent king. Then we shall check queens, then rooks, then bishops, then knights, and then pawns. So from the more valuable pieces to the less valuable pieces. In real games, you will probably not have enough time always to check all this. But that's the reason why we start the most valuable pieces. We want first that our king is safe, that our queen is safe, and if opponents are not, then to checkmate or to take the piece. Also, we shall always try to look for very simple ideas. We shall always try to stay as much simple as possible in our reasoning and in our explanation. So we start here with this puzzle, which is actually an end game. There are no queens, bishops, knights, only one rook. This is a rook endgame, and some pawns. So both our king and opponent king are pretty much safe so far. The same is valid for rooks. And the same is valid for pawns. So here is the trick how to this is a pawn race actually here. We want to promote our pawn, because without promotion there is a little hope to checkmate the opponent. So who first win the queen, or sometimes some other piece when promoted, that side will win the game. So how can we proceed here? We have black side here. Actually, maybe I was wrong. I was too quick in consideration that all pieces are safe. So what about white rook? If I move like this, is it safe? Can white rook escape? It seems no. It seems that with this pawn move, white actually trapped his rook. Also white pawn on a3 is also not safe, but I guess this is a priority here to win the rook. And there was no escape, and so This is the only move to exchange rook for a pawn, and we are in a big advantage here. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, is our rook safe? Definitely not. It is in check, actually. So we must react about that. We must move it out of check. How can we do that? We cannot take the queen. It is protected by the knight. We can take the knight. We can take the knight. Are there any other options? We can move here on c1. Can this be a good move? Let's consider other pieces. Is black king safe? Maybe so far, but there is a hole on g7, and we have a black colored bishop, so there is a hope to attack on g7. What about queens? Black queen is pretty much safe, but our queen on a8 actually will hardly escape. It can go only to b7, and then maybe c7. Okay, it cannot escape. Okay, we can take on a7. So we are actually in advantage here. We took the rook on a8. So we have one rook more. So here the only question is how to get safely out of check. We are in a better position here. We have more material here. Also, we are in a position to attack. Black rook on f8 is not safe. We are attacking. We are attacking here with the bishop. And then if we take the rook, also this knight on b8 will not be safe. We can capture with the queen. So it seems I have no clear plan here, but I think it's pretty much safe to take the knight here. Black hasn't got other pieces that can quickly help the queen in attack. So it seems that this is pretty much okay move. Also, if we move here to if we move here on c1, black queen can take on g2, then this knight can also attack on e2 where now queen is. So I'm not sure, but it seems that simply there is no better option here. Okay. We now need to get out of check again. Okay, and also we need to protect a bishop on a3. Bishop on a3 is not safe. So I guess that this is just a good move. If we move up, be we can be attacked with pawns. So I guess that this is perfectly fine. That we are perfectly safe here for a moment, and also we are protecting our bishop. So that was good so far. How to proceed now? We are again in a check. Now we cannot move here. We are losing a rook on a1. So it seems that we can do only this move. Moving up achieves a little, and we can be attacked easily again. So, still not sure, but it seems that our king is the safest here on b1, also protecting the rook. As we move back on the first rank, rooks do not protect each other anymore, so this should be the move. And it was correct. It was correct. Now black cannot attack in one move our king, and we can do some other moves. So white is just in a good position here. Okay, what is next? Is our white king safe? I don't say so. Here we see queen on h3 and rook on c1, two heavy pieces, queen and the rook, just a good attackers, just a good attackers on the on our king. But what about black king? It seems that our knight on here on d5 and the rook on f5 just are great attackers, and also our queen is not on a bad place too, potentially attacking h7. So what can we do? Can we check immediately? That would be a sacrifice. Okay, but let's see about other pieces. Are queen safe? Maybe so far, but they are not protected by any other pieces. So, for example, this pawn move will be fatal for our queen. Also, rooks are good attacking points. Both white rook and black rook are not protected by other pieces. So if somehow we can attack rook and some other piece, this will be a nice fork, winning at least one piece. Okay, knights are so far safe, protected by rooks. Pawns are pretty much okay. So it seems that this is just attack on kings. Who will attack first and who will attack better? So how can we attack a black king here? We already said that this will be a sacrifice, but we are losing a rook. Can we proceed somehow after that? Can we, let's say, attack this square, f8 square, and some other piece? For example, a good tactic would be if we can attack with our queen, for example, opponent's king and rook, for forking them, but I can't see this after a rook sacrifice on f8. Also, this queen on d3 is just nice here, protecting f1 square. Black is threatening both h2 and f1 check, almost checkmate. We have a knight. What can we do with a knight? We can attack a queen, but this move is not preventing queen from checking our king, so maybe not a good idea. This is again a sacrifice. This square we are giving check, but this is protected by black knight. So can we do something after this sacrifice? Not sure. What about this move? We are losing the knight. G-pawn takes. Okay, it seems that this puzzle is more difficult than... it seems actually difficult. It seems like a pretty wild position here. I'm actually not sure what to do here. Maybe we can sacrifice a knight here. and then attack with the rook both, with the queen, both rook on c1 and knight here on e7. But we cannot forget possibility of checking our king. Okay, can we sacrifice a rook? Let's take once again. Let's look this once again. King takes, and then we can attack with king on f3. Check. It seems that this one is too difficult for me. Okay, I shall try that sacrifice. If not correct, I shall take a hint. This is just this is just difficult at the moment for me. Yes, it was incorrect. So we shall take a hint here. Oh, it's a knight move. So can it be a knight sacrifice? It is. So it is really a knight sacrifice, but we didn't see a clear continuation here at all. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay, I see now. Actually that is a thing that I was saying earlier. We need to look for a simple ideas. Look at this simple move. Just check. You're just checking, and there is no escape. Our rook is controlling an f file, and black king needs to go to the corner, and then rook f8 will be checkmate. And now there is simply no escape. This is just preventing. This is just getting a move longer, but this is a check, and after corner there is a checkmate on f8. So this was actually easy, but if we shall be able to see such simple ideas in each position, we are really going to be a good chess players. But let's practice. So our king is so far okay, but white king is not so okay. And now this knight is coming here to prevent check and almost a checkmate on h2. So, but it is not preventing this. We can take with both queen and also here a bishop, and our knight is also helping, so this f2 square is really weak here. So, but we still don't know what is the best move here. So our our queen needs to move because it is attacked with this bishop on f3, or we need to check. So it seems that these are really candidate moves here. Queen takes f2 or bishop takes f2. Okay. Let's see other pieces. Other pieces are pretty much far away, and other pieces are pretty much safe so far. So it seems that this is really an attack on f2 square. And what about, let's consider, what happens if we take with the with the queen? So white king needs to go to the corner to h1, and how to attack after that? We cannot take on g2. We are not protected for that. We cannot go to the first rank. It's a strong defense on the first rank. So we shall need to find some other option. What about bishop? It seems that this is a weaker move because king now can go also to f1, and our queen is still under attack. Of course, we are now attacking a rook, but our queen is also under attack. So we shall still need to find a continuation, but it seems for me that this is simply the strong first move here, taking on f2 with the queen. Let's try. And it was correct, just as we considered. The only move for white king happened. So what to do now? Okay. For me, it seems that this is a strong move now. What this move do? Attacking a queen, great. And threatening to checkmate with the queen on g2. We are protecting g2 square. Of course, here maybe we are not safe for our knight. We are okay. We are protecting both with the bishop and with the queen. Great. Okay. And white is attacking with the bishop from c1 and with the rook from e1, but we are defending with two pieces also, with nice threats. So it seems that I shall try this move. I still don't see what will happen here, but this is just a strong move. Let's try it. Okay, not so strong. Not so strong. Let's try to find something better then. Okay. Okay, okay. I think that we can sacrifice, that we can actually sacrifice maybe our queen because we have, I didn't see this before because our knight needs to move to f2 and this square is occupied with our queen so far. This is a nice fork, attacking both king and the queen. So what we are going to do with our queen? Oh, and we maybe even have a checkmate. Look at it, look at this. This seems really bad. Sacrificing a queen, but king cannot take. And if white takes either with the knight on f3 or with the rook on e1, uh, white king hasn't any square to go. And we are checkmating it with a knight on f2. I think they call this a smothered mate. This is not just a fork, this is a checkmate. Okay, we still didn't see a simple idea at first. So we need to practice. Okay, it seems that chess.com is giving us a second chess. This seems as a similar puzzle to me. This seems pretty much a similar puzzle. White king is not safe at all. First, what we have a discovered check. Our queen is attacking here. All, of course, our king is not safe too. White has a discovered check too. So we need to be quick. All other pieces seems pretty much okay. This is almost an opening position, some wild opening. So how to proceed here? I guess that we need to move this knight, but where would be the best place for that knight? Here is a double check, but white king can still go to the corner. Of course, we can check again if we are happy with a draw. Of course, rook can take, but then we win an exchange. When rook is in the corner, king is not protecting, so if rook takes, our queen takes on f2. So it seems that we can force at least a draw here. Is this a good for us? It seems that we are actually in a better position. We have more pawns here. Also, if we consider other pieces, one is not that safe. This rook on a1 is pretty much trapped there. If we play something like this, then nothing can protect the rook. Bishop goes to b2, we are taking the bishop. Okay. So this is one option. Do any other knight move do anything better? Okay. Rook can go to f2, but we are then taking a rook, or king go to the corner. Maybe this move here. Now we can capture a bishop. Of course, rook on f1 can recapture. Also, we are in danger here. Now rook can take our knight if we do not move the knight. Can we consider something like this, attacking the queen? Can we attack the queen? If we attack the queen, where queen can go? Also, maybe queen wants to protect knight on f7. So white queen cannot go here. Pawn on g6 will attack here. It can go here. And now our knight is also in pretty bad position here. So it seems that we need to move the knight, but where? Okay, so okay, let's first consider if we move the knight, and if this is discovered check, queen is checking white king, and if rook goes to f2, we are winning an exchange, and if a white king goes to the corner, we want the knight here. Then we can again sacrifice our queen on g2, and that this knight also needs to controlling the g1 square. That king cannot take that. Rook needs to take and then smothered mate. So you see this. If we now sacrifice the queen here, our knight is important on h3 that king cannot capture, so rook needs to capture, and this is a fine mate again. Okay, it is nice, but we are bad. We need to practice to see this kind of things. So, okay, maybe one more. We are just slow, and we just solving several puzzles today, but never mind. Let's try once. So, our king is just okay. Black king is not. One first move that we can do is this. But what after that? King can go to g7. How to attack g7 after that? It seems that we do not have pieces for attack. Of course, queen can go here, but this place is not safe because of the knight on d7. So queens are so far safe, but don't play a move like this. Rook's okay. all other pieces are pretty much okay. So this is really attack on the king. So this is one move to consider. Are there any other moves to consider? Here we are losing the knight and queen is going to help. Here would be nice to exchange with this protecting knight, but this is also not safe. Don't remember also the bishop on h8, which is also protecting this square. So let's recall, this is one move, but there are some others. This threatens checkmate in one. So how can black react here? Of course, black can play strong f5. A strong f5 move here. We also have this. And this will be a sacrifice, actually. I'm not sure. So if we move here and black plays f5, what we have? Nothing. We cannot play here. We cannot take. We will be able to play here if we are protected with some piece, but we are not. Let's play this move. Yes, and actually, what is the great about rook moving to g7? The great thing is that bishop is trapped, and then we can maybe try to play. I don't think that this is a mate already. King can go to g7, but then we can maybe try with the knight on e5, and if black takes with the knight, then we have g strong move queen to e5. Okay. Okay, still not sure, but this is just this move after this move, black king is just in bad position here. Okay, thank you. We are going something slower now, and we shall do so in the future. I hope that I shall find a way for better explanations here. I am pretty much convinced that most of puzzles are simply based on very simple ideas. We really don't need some complicated ideas or some very deep calculation. We just need to find a right moves with very logic explanations. So we shall try to do so also in our future videos. Thank you for watching.